Right, guys, tickets are still on sale for my tour. We're going all over the gaff. I'm talking Cambridge, Derby, Manchester, Liverpool, Southend. We're going everywhere. We've also just announced some dates in Dublin, Belfast and Cambridge, all right? All me Irish gals, you're welcome. And maybe we're doing some dates in London. You think I forgot? Come on now. So make sure you go and buy tickets now. Otherwise, you're going to miss out and you're going to be a big loser. God bless. Welcome back to another episode of Saving Grace. Today, we've got the Queen on. It's Lucinda. Yay. Not the royal wave. Thank you for having me on. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be on?
Feels good.
Thank God you said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were like...
I mean, I've only
Right.
ever been on like a couple other podcasts, but this one is like
Come on.
top.
Thank you. Was waiting for it. Thank
No,
you
it
very
is.
much. It's a pleasure to have you on.
I'm actually like a massive fan of this podcast though.
Are you?
When you first
Ooh.
like started it,
Uh-oh.
every single episode I was
Yeah.
fucking loving it.
And that's because I was blackout drunk every single episode.
yeah, what?
Yeah.
You're not drinking today?
I would have been sent to the Priory if I carried on. I just think I had to tone it down a little bit, but I did thoroughly enjoy the first like year of my pod. I'd say was top.
Yeah, it was
Top tier.
crazy.
Maybe I'll bring it back.
No, you need to.
I'm gonna just get blackout drunk on every app.
I know.
I'm gonna get cancelled, but it's fine.
Yeah, you're not drinking today.
No. Why do you want to drink?
No.
I mean, how was the pub prior to this?
I didn't actually go to the pub.
No.
So I was early,
Yeah.
and then I thought I was going to go to the pub.
You weren't early. You weren't actually on time.
Yeah.
I was still in bed.
Oh, yeah.
That was. We'll
Yeah.
be transparent. I was still in bed,
Yeah, okay.
and now I'm out.
And then I messaged you.
Get out of bed.
And I was like, get out of bed.
said-
You're coming on this pod whether you like it or not.
And I was like, you're completely right, Lucinda. Give me an hour.
No,
Yeah.
the voice note cracked me up.
I was like,
You were like, hey, Queen, yeah, I think I actually am going to get out of bed now. I was like,
you're like, right, okay.
okay, that's my job done. Thank you.
Speaking of getting out of bed, now is an amazing time to talk about today's sponsor, Tallow and Ash. You guys know me. I'm a freak in the sheets. Stop it now. A clean freak is what I meant by that. And there's nothing more than I love than fresh sheets after a trip. When I found the product, Tallow and Ash actually reached out to me and asked to send me some products to see if I'd like them. And that was a year ago. And ever since then, I have not been using anything else. My laundry section of my house is just full of this. It's incredible and it smells so good. My favourite scents from them are, of course, icing on the cake. If you don't know, get to know. It's in the white bottle and it smells like birthday cake. You know, sometimes you'll wash and then it will go away after you've dried them. No. Tallow and Ash, it stays, and they have such a wide range of scents. If you're not sure what scents you think you're gonna like or what ones you want, what they do is a discovery pack. So this pack has 6 of their best-selling scents and you can find your fave if it's not all of them, because all of these are my fave. Let's get into it. So if you're more of a rose kind of girl, Aurora's the one for you. It smells like roses, it's pink, it's very saving grace. However, if you're not really into that, if you want a bit more of a masculine scent, you're gonna go for Odyssey, yeah? It's nice, it smells like aftershave kind of vibes. Bit of fun if you're trying to keep your bloke on the edge of his seat. Have I had other men round? Use that. Never know. Another one is Duvet Day. This one basically just smells like crisp, fresh sheets. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it. It just smells clean. Bit of fun. And also it's beige. Matches me house. Honestly, all of the scents smell absolutely amazing. That's why it's so good that they do their discovery pack for all of my indecisive girlies. They have got you covered. Plus, there's a free laundry bag. Bit of fun. Look how professional you look with a laundry bag. You can put your pants in there. You can put your socks. You just put anything. Visit the link in the description and use code GRACE for 15% off your order. Offer expires 27th of June, 2025. So you didn't go to the pub. Where have you been?
Well, no, the traffic. Wait, what the hell? Can we talk about London traffic for a hot sec?
Do you not live in London?
No.
You live in Manchester?
No, I live in like the sticks of like the Sussex Downs.
What?
I live like north of Brighton.
Do you? I never saw that for you.
Like 15 minutes north of Brighton. Everyone says that.
I thought you'd be a Manchester girl.
No.
Wow, love that for you though. So you're a countryside girl.
I like Manchester, but I've never even once thought of even moving there.
No, I once wanted to move to Manchester when I just left uni, and then I went there and got my car smashed in. I thought, you know what? It's not for me.
No, I know what you mean.
Not for me, yeah.
I like it for like the odd night out. Some events up there as well. But to be honest, I actually haven't been to Manchester in like years.
Sometimes it's not good for the mental health.
It's bloody far away from where I live
It's
as well.
fucking far, Lucinda.
I live like the
Lucinda,
south
it
of
is
England,
fucking
right?
far. Yeah.
We're talking
Yeah.
train to London, which takes 1 hour.
Facts.
And then the train to Manchester, don't know how long that takes. But with the change, it's about 4.5 hours of my travelling.
You actually live near us. Brighton's near us, no?
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, we're sorry.
Well, yeah, kind of. Maybe like
We went on
an hour away.
Yeah, close to Croydon. Yeah, we went on a date to Brighton.
Oh, did you?
We did, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
We went to the beach and had fish and chips.
Oh.
She's getting embarrassed now. It's all right, babes. Okay. Anyway, let's get on to the topics.
Yeah.
Obviously, Love Island UK, that was like 50 years ago that
Yeah.
you were on
4
that.
years ago.
What? Was it only 4 years ago?
I think so.
No, I think you've got that
But
wrong.
why do I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives?
No, you
then?
have lived 1,000
No.
lives,
I'm actually
Lucinda.
genuinely a different person.
Wait, what? And also, one thing I will say is you sound different too.
I know, it's really weird, isn't
Was
it?
that
What's
because when you
happened?
came out, you went, I have to change this?
What has happened? I had PTSD. I would go to say the word really to someone
And
then
stop.
I would like have like an actual blank.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you were looking at other words that sounded
and
like
recently
really. Yeah.
I've started kind of saying it and I'm like, no, that needs to stop now.
No, but I think you sound, maybe I feel like you sound a bit more mature now. A bit more.
Well, probably.
Well, it has been 4 years, so I guess that would do
Yeah.
it to someone.
Although some people are really mature at 21. Not me.
Not
but
me, yeah.
Yeah, some
Absolutely
people
not.
are.
Yeah, no, I think you've got to be a certain type of person, and it's not us.
I was not that person at
Like,
21. Why did I do
Ella's
that?
sister she's 21 now, or 22. The most mature 22-year-old, she is a paramedic to be fair, so thank God. But like, she's the most mature 22-year-old ever, and then there's me and Ella making fart noises. Like, I just think...
my voice was like higher than like, I don't even know. Why was my voice so high? What was that about?
I've never had that.
What
I've
was that
always sounded like I've
about?
smoked 50 a day.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
it.
Sorry, I've
And
started
like
it
even
now.
like a little really like that.
Really?
Doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything to anyone else in the room, but to me,
to you.
like, whoa.
Have you unpacked that in a therapy session? Because maybe you should.
Oh, I don't do
That's like your
therapy.
trigger point.
Yeah, maybe I should do therapy. People say you should do therapy even if you think you don't need therapy.
I started therapy. I've
Oh,
got nothing to say.
yeah, but at least it's good just...
Yeah, I just like sometimes sitting down and talking about myself for an hour.
Yeah.
And then that's it, really. I'm like,
I love dates. And the reason why I love
Okay.
dates is because you literally just get drunk
Yeah.
and talk about yourself.
what's your ideal date that you go on?
What is my ideal? It really depends on the person.
Okay, yeah.
Love a dinner date.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't, well,
And I'd say like I love like, I don't know, obviously not cinema. Quite like going along Brighton seafront maybe.
not an activity date though.
Oh no.
Not for the first date. I've always said
doing
people
that.
that
I
are
find it a
fucking
bit
about doing crazy golf, that's really uncomfortable.
I find it a bit awkward.
Or bowling.
Yeah.
You would have to put a gun to my head and I'd
Oh
still
my God,
probably
no,
say
I'm
no.
not doing that.
No.
I'm not doing that.
No, I think it's anything that involves you standing a certain way, like golf or like bowling. It's just, yeah, for me, no.
I think let's just sit down, let's
Yeah.
have a little chat for an hour.
Yeah,
I don't really want you to pick me up, to be honest.
'Cause then you have to be waiting to
oh
drop.
no, I
Yeah.
just don't know about that either. Like sitting in the car.
yeah.
Once I went on a date with this guy and he literally brought me roses to pick up my car because I left my car on the high street of Hove High Street after our first date because I got a taxi home. The next morning he came to my house to pick me up to drop me back to my car.
Oh, lovely.
And there was a massive bunch of roses in the car just to drop me to my car after the first date. And I was literally like, wow, okay.
A bit much. That's
Just stuff
quite
like that is
chivalrous.
just slightly awkward.
Oh,
Do
you
know what I
don't.
mean?
Well, I said, but then you've got to get in the car and sit with the 1,000 roses on
Yeah.
your lap. He can't look in his left mirror.
Oh, I don't know. Just that whole situation was a bit awkward.
It was
but
a bit much.
yeah, I don't know. Just sat in the car. And then also, like, sometimes I think boys deep like the songs that they play.
Right. Okay.
No, but why is that a thing?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so I got in a car, like this old Defender with this guy. This is another guy I went on a date with. And I got in his car, like, mission to get bloody up the car.
Yeah, of course.
Really fucking high.
I hear you. Yeah, they are.
And he started playing like Nice for What by Drake. And I just think personally, obviously he might like that song, but I think he played that song because he thinks I like that song.
Right, okay.
And that is just awkward.
You can. It's easy to get the ick as well because they've thought about what songs they're queuing.
Yeah, no,
for
I'm
that
not doing
journey.
No, I'm sorry.
And it could be worse if you get in the car and they start playing drill.
Yeah.
That for me.
Wait, what's drill?
Like hardcore fucking rap.
Oh no, not
They're talking about drug dealing and just the trap life and whatever.
No.
That was so white.
No, there is one thing about me, is my music taste is very not drill.
Right. What are we going for then? A bit of Sabrina?
Yeah, Sabrina. I like Sabrina. I love Taylor Swift.
Okay, this is where we've
But I love
departed here.
I love house music.
Okay, we've come back together now.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I love, what else do I love? I'm trying to think of my playlist at the moment. But I also love like old school, like, Brazil by Declan, something like I heard he lives from real somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
I love songs like that.
Okay.
Like sometimes I
So not Nice for What by Drake.
Well, sometimes.
Depends what day it is.
It really depends what day it is.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that. That's really maybe. So are you an Ibiza girly or not really?
Well, I have been up until now, I think. I think this year,
Okay.
I don't know whether I'm an Ibiza girly anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Quite a sudden thing in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't think I've got any holidays to Ibiza.
I don't think I've got it in me anymore.
And I'm like, I don't know whether I'm going to book any holidays to Ibiza. So I'm like, is this the end of that?
Ibiza, I feel like it does take a certain type of person. Like I went there with Kiss to go to Ocean Beach, and I was like, it's all fun and games for the first hour. And now I've just seen Wayne Lineker walk across, Dean Gaffney, and it all feels a bit much.
Wait, he came on your podcast?
He did do that, yeah.
He said some controversial stuff, I swear.
Yeah. But yeah, he did come on. So you're not, but are you dating at the minute?
No, I'm not dating.
Okay.
I want to, but then again, like, do I? It's like almost summer.
Well, I was going to say to you, you travel a lot.
I travel a lot.
A lot. Where's your favourite place to go?
I would say my favourite place to go on a holiday is Bahamas now. Literally just come back.
Me expecting like Italy, Bahamas. Yeah,
right.
Nice.
Harbour Island in the Bahamas.
Okay.
Everyone needs to go there.
Harbour Island. How long does it take to get to the Bahamas though? How long does it take?
I was getting my eyebrows done. I was like, you need to go to Harbour Island. She was like, I've got 3 children.
Yes,
I didn't know whether I'm going to go to Harbour Island in the Bahamas.
I mean, that's completely fair, yeah. But how long does it take to get to the Bahamas?
Maybe like, I don't know, it's near Miami, Bahamas. So like, I don't know, like 9.5 hours, 10 hours, quite a long way.
Not too bad though.
Yeah, there's a direct flight to Nassau. You get on the flight from Nassau to Harbour Island. Bob's your uncle.
And when we say to Harbour Island, are we talking about those little planes?
Yeah.
Right.
And I literally sent my mum on one without any kind of explanation. I literally said
nearly killed her off.
Before I was like, you're getting on this flight and you're coming to Bahamas because I'm not going to Barcelona.
Wait, but I don't know if I can do those little planes.
Oh, I know.
Are they a bit sketchy?
They are hilarious, I'm not going to lie. Right, one of them, right, so one time it was like 2 on each, which isn't actually too bad, but one of the times we went on, literally a row each side. And people are just going to work. Like, I'm not even joking. People are just like on their way to work and it's just like their norm.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better if they do a 9 to 5.
Locals just going to work, they're just getting their little,
all right.
And it's called Pineapple Air.
Well, you've lost me again.
And you buy the tickets from this like little office on the side of the high street, cash. God. There's no security.
Brilliant. Okay.
It's literally just like.
Is it similar to the Maldives though? Have you been to the Maldives?
When I flew for cabin crew for BA, I went to the Maldives.
Cabin crew. One thing I will say is BA is my favourite airline.
Yeah.
I love a bit of BA.
I love BA.
Did you enjoy that?
So I basically grew up my whole life like wanting to be cabin crew.
Love it.
Because my mum was cabin crew. So like I used to be in like school and when you're in like a circle, I used to say, I want to be cabin crew. And in like college, I never wanted to go to uni. I was just like, I'm not doing
cabin crew.
I'm cabin crew for BA.
Course,
that is my like dream.
Right.
I even said no to Love Island when I was 19 for cabin crew. I was very passionate about cabin crew. Wow, okay. Like it was like literally like a passion of mine. Like as in like.
Yeah, that was what you wanted to do.
Yeah. And I thought it was literally like the best job in the world, which to some people it is, and I think it's amazing. But like, yeah, It wasn't as glamorous as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Was it just quite long?
Oh, it was just like really long hours, which is actually, to be fair, some hours weren't even as long as the pub. Like the pub, sometimes I would do. I was worked in a pub before, and I do like 12 till 12 or like 11 till midnight, like 11 in the morning till midnight. So that was really long.
Yeah.
But like, it was just very different. Like I just felt like I was still working in the pub, but in the air.
I would really enjoy doing the tannoy bit.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be doing a bit of stand up on the tannoy.
I just didn't have much confidence then, so I just hated it. And I saw someone like literally like 44, I'd literally run away, like and call the tannoy and call number one and be like, you need to go to this person because I don't know what the fuck
Did you
I'm
have a lot of
doing.
medical emergencies on the plane?
Depending on what route, surprisingly.
Okay,
so
tell me the routes.
Routes
Right.
would have more of a specific thing.
Right.
It was literally crazy.
Well, you're going to have to expand, so I don't ever go on that
like
route.
Kingston,
Yeah.
for example, there was a lot of people fainting. So I went on a Kingston flight. There was 3 elderly ladies, which is obviously really sad, fainted in front of me, and I had to literally put oxygen masks on them. But I'm like a 19-year-old guy. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, right?
Yeah,
I've winged myself to get this job in the first place. I'm literally like, what the fuck is going on? There's people literally like dropping, right?
Like flies.
Yeah, and then obviously some routes, like there's all sorts going on. Like my friend had like a child trafficking,
Oh,
a
brilliant.
fake stuffed baby with drugs. Like there's all sorts. There is genuinely
I have to
all
applaud
sorts.
the
Yeah.
level that they went to with that, because you'd never think.
Well, she goes, oh, this is a really cute baby.
Yeah.
What's her name or whatever? And then she realised the baby wasn't blinking. And she was like, oh my God, what the hell? And then I think she realised that the...
Had heroin up its arse.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That is crazy.
Fake baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm impressed or shocked. The last flight I went on, we landed, right? It was all fun and games. And someone got arrested on my flight.
Oh, well, that happens quite a lot.
Does it? Because they're drunk.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at someone and think, I shouldn't be giving you this, when you were doing cabin crew, but you just did it anyway?
Yeah, sometimes I didn't even know what the hell.
I don't think you cared.
I was just like, what the hell was going on? I served some famous people, which was fun. Usain Bolt.
That will do it.
Yeah. Kylie Minogue's sister, Danny Minogue, to Vegas.
Sorry, I love that you had to specify it was Kylie Minogue's sister.
Well, because
as if we didn't.
I'm not a massive fan.
Okay. All right.
This is where we start again.
This is where we started again.
And she was wearing like Kylie Minogue, like
merch.
I was like, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So then I ran to the galley, which is the kitchen in front, and I was like, is that Kylie Minogue? And they were like, let me just check. And they checked the thing and it said Danny Minogue. And she was lovely, but she just fell asleep the whole way. Nice. So I hardly spoke to her. Then I've had like Nick Grimshaw and... Is it Nick Grimshaw?
The Radio 1
Yeah, like
guy.
Radio 1 presenters and stuff.
That's mad though. I always feel
fun.
like British Airways are great to be on a flight. Every time I go on a BA flight, I'll be invited into the galley and they'll just feed me drinks.
Yeah.
And that's why I'll only fly BA.
I love it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not Virgin, is it?
No.
Never had that on Virgin.
You know what? I'm not here to like slander Virgin, but when I've been flying in Virgin a couple times recently, it hasn't actually been the best. And I'm not even saying that as like a cabin crew critique now that I've been cabin crew for a year when I was 19. Yeah. Like, genuinely.
You know what I find about cabin crew though? I think it must be a ball ache for the hair and the makeup every day.
It's so bad.
It has to be a ball ache.
I used to wear like red lipstick and like put my hair in a bun and all sorts.
Wow.
And my ex-boyfriend at the time was just cheating on me on the weekend
while you were in the air.
Flying to Barbados. Then I'd be trying to find the bloody Wi-Fi. It was just an absolute...
It's giving me anxiety thinking about that, actually. So props to you for doing that.
Yeah. But it was a fun time in my life, but I don't know if I would do that again. And then I got made redundant.
Brilliant. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And then I started crying. Then I thought, I don't know why I'm crying. I don't even know if I really like the job that much. I was crying in Ibiza and I was like, wait, why am I...
You were crying in Ibiza?
Yeah, I was in Ibiza.
Get it together, Lucinda.
In a restaurant, and I got an email going, unfortunately, you've lost your job or whatever. And I was like, oh. And then I started crying. And then I was like, oh, I don't even know if I'm even that upset.
And that's when you said yes to Love Island, then I'm guessing.
No, and then
Oh.
I carried on with my ex-boyfriend, created a clothing line called the Luxe Range, which is no longer. Might be
Rest in
longer, I don't
peace.
know. And then what happened? And then we broke up, and then I went on Love Island.
I always think that must be the best revenge.
Yeah, but I think he kind of saw it coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still though.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
do
to
think
sit
it
and
was the
watch
best
you.
revenge.
Yeah, 100%. He got to sit and watch you on telly, cracking on with other men.
Yeah, and he told me he watched me every single night, which is, I don't know if that's weird or
Feels,
cute.
I don't know. Oh, did you get back with him after the show?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Why the fuck did I do that? I don't know.
A lot of people do that.
And then everyone bloody thought I was with him when I was in it.
Well, they
I was
always
like,
do
what
that
the
as well.
fuck is that all
The same thing
about?
happened to Olivia, didn't it? She got back with Bradley, and then
Yeah.
everyone was like, they were together the whole time. She was like,
I was like, no, but I feel sorry for that girl because I just let the rumours bloody rumour. But now, if that happened to me, I would be way more outspoken and be like,
would you?
well, I'd probably be like, he's not my boyfriend. Do you know what I mean?
It's lying.
This is not true.
That's fair.
Because, oh my God, I literally was, I was on the way to skiing with my ex-manager at the time, and we were on the way up the mountain to Avoriaz, and we were with these random people who were just also going up. You like share lifts with people, and we were just talking about Love Island, and this guy goes, bearing in mind this guy doesn't even look like he would even watch Love Island. Like, it was just a really random guy, and he was like, wasn't there a girl on there that had a boyfriend the whole time?
But he wasn't talking about you, was he?
He's literally talking about me, and we're in this 6-seater V-class on
going
the
up the
way up to
mountains.
the mountain. I'm like, no, this is really awkward. This is really awkward.
Well, I'd have set him straight.
And then the person I was with was like, I think that was you. And I was like, oh, okay.
Thank you.
I was kind of going to act like that
Wasn't
wasn't
the manager as well?
Yeah.
Or protecting the
We
brand.
were just like, oh, okay. Must have been quite a well-known thing for him to know. He literally looked like my dad. I was literally like,
How did he remember
fuck
that?
is going on? How do you even know that?
And the first mistake was going skiing. That's
Yeah.
what I'll tell you.
Yeah.
There. Skiing is a deadly thing. It's terrifying.
But the après.
Oh, the après is a bit of fun, but then you've got to get back down. You have to get back down.
That's true.
And those lifts aren't for the weak, is what I will tell you.
They're quite scary, aren't they?
Quite scary. I had to get drunk to go down the lift.
Wait, when did you go skiing?
I went on a brand trip. I think it was with Jack Wills like a couple of years ago.
Oh, I kind of remember this.
Yeah, they always used these really fun trips.
Wait, what's happened to Jack Wells?
I don't know, girl. I think they've gone. I think they're out. They spent all the budget on us. So I
Yeah,
think
what the fuck?
they're gone. Yeah. But it was great while it lasted.
It really was for you guys.
Wasn't it
Fuck
just?
me. Yeah, they absolutely loved
But the
you.
last trip we ever went on was a skiing one. I got altitude sickness.
Yeah.
I was pale. I couldn't ski.
I think it looked really good though, from what I remember.
Yeah, it always does on socials, Lucinda.
Did you
always
go on a
does.
private chat with them or something?
Yeah, they flew us to Ibiza on a private jet. And not to sound ungrateful,
What the fuck?
they're very scary.
What, Jack Wells?
No, private jet. They're very, very scary. It feels like
What can I
I felt
say?
like Katy Perry in the moon. It was
Oh.
awful. Like, it was like, you're like this.
I know, they are quite scary,
Yeah,
aren't they?
You have to have gone on one with one of your brand trips.
Yeah, I have. With,
How was that?
With Pepper Mayo, I went on one in Australia.
Oh, how was that?
That was a lot of fun.
I bet it fucking
From
was.
like Gold Coast to from Sydney to Gold Coast, I want to say.
Oh, not far then.
About 45 minutes.
You've gone to France on
But
the
at least I did,
Eurostar.
it was
Yeah.
quite literally up
And then down.
yeah.
They are fun. That when you go on
Yeah.
brand, because you've gone on quite a few brand trips, do you
Yeah.
find it awkward when you're meeting the girls you're with, or not really?
Not really, to be honest. Now, I've gone to brand trips looking like once I literally got like micro needling
Remember
and like
this.
a red face.
Yeah.
and I was just meeting all these American girls.
that not for Coachella?
No, I was in LA. What was I doing? It was Big Bear Resort. It was kind of like this resort, like an hour away from LA.
Lovely.
And it was just all these American girls. I was the only UK girl there. And I thought it'd be a great idea to have a facial, which, by the way, cost me an absolute arm and a leg. A 2-day facial. I went back twice because they
Feels
were like, we can
extreme.
do it in 2 days. I was like,
Okay.
okay, amazing. I want to get rid of the acne scars on my face. And they were
Hear
like, I was
you.
like, do whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, I was like, literally.
Set fire to my face.
Yeah, like quite literally, I think they did. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I went back on the second day, and they were like, I don't even know what the hell they were doing. The first day, they took blood out of my face, and then they injected it in. It's called PRP or something. And then the second day, they put like this thing that just, you hold it down. It feels like you're literally getting burned from within, and then they just take it off and then they do it again. And it's like the weirdest thing. But anyway, I did this massive facial and my face, I looked like someone had dragged me by my feet along the floor, either side, for about half an hour. And I was meeting just all these American guys that I've never met before.
Was that your conversation starter when you first met them?
Well,
I'm really sorry I had a facial.
It was kind of fucking awkward, I'm not going to lie, because a lot of them were getting content and stuff. And so I was just in their Instagram dumps and they all looked like glam to the absolute nines.
You can't put makeup on for a while after you've had shit like
pass
that
me
done.
off and I'm face tapping me right now.
Yeah,
like,
Hollywood 4, thank you very much. Yeah.
Post that without me doing something to that, because that is just awful. I was like, I don't even want to repost that on my story.
Oh my God. I mean, at least you were there though.
Yeah, well, at least I was there. I was having a great time. But then I decided to put on makeup the second day because I was like, okay, we're absolutely getting content this day.
Yeah,
it was only like a 3-day thing in the first place. I was like, on day 2, I need to put makeup on.
Yeah.
Put makeup on, and it was stinging. I was literally like, ow, it was so
Oh my
sore.
God.
So never again.
But you also went to Coachella, am I right?
Yeah.
We'll get into this, but first of all, you also met Julia Fox, no?
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, that was very brief. That was
it?
That wasn't really like a proper thing, but she's an icon.
I would be lying and say I spent the whole day with her.
Yeah,
That's what I'd be doing right now.
But the thing is with a lot of these people is you ask for a picture with them and they're like surprised that you're asking for a picture with them. Cara Delevingne was a really good example of this.
Okay.
Right? So I saw her really random. I saw her when we were driving into the car park on day 1. She's standing on the side of the road. I don't know what the hell she's doing. And who was I with? And whoever I was with was like, that's Cara Delevingne. I was like, what? Like, not very glam, but just like kind of just standing on the side of the road on the phone.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, really random, but fun. And then when I went in, I saw her and I was like, I'm going to ask for a picture with her because she's just also quite an icon, like growing up.
Yeah,
eyebrows. The eyebrows. Do you remember the eyebrows?
Absolutely.
And I went up and I was like, oh, Cara, can I get a pic? And she was like, oh, yeah, why not? Like,
not the why not.
like, but like surprised, as in like, oh, why me?
I think Americans are sometimes too proud to ask for pictures.
Oh.
I think maybe that's what it, because when you go to America.
Well, they'd hate to see me coming. I was going around. I was literally phone in hand, like
with everyone.
Yeah.
That's what was Coachella like?
Every single day I was like, right, who should I include in this dump? Like, as in like, which
the first picture.
It was hilarious. But oh my God, it was insane.
Really? You like Coachella?
Yeah, I loved it this time.
Right.
Last time I went with a brand and it was very much like fly the night before, literally so tired. Went with Millie actually from Love Island. So me and Millie flew there the night before, was in customs for like 5 hours standing
They'll do
there.
that to you, yeah.
And then I went to sleep and then the next morning it was Coachella and it was like, I was so jet lagged.
Yeah.
Ridiculously jet lagged. I didn't even watch half the acts because we went home early. We were so tired.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, but this time, insane.
Did you go to any after parties?
No, I was too tired for that.
You're just a tired girl.
I still watched the main act though, which is an improvement.
Who was the main act?
Charlie XCX.
Oh, incredible. Okay.
The girl, one of her and Lord like strolling up.
That must have been insane to see.
That was insane.
Wow, I'm really jealous actually you saw
Like,
that.
I can die happy now.
Wow. She's someone that her live performances
Billy
seem
came on as well.
Billy came on for underwear or whatever it is. You want to guess the colour? Guess,
love
that's
that
it.
song. Love that song.
See, I try and introduce Ella to this song. She hated it.
You know what? It grows on you.
It does grow on you, and I will admit.
First time listening to the song, it's like that TikTok song.
Yeah.
First time, you won't get it.
Me after my first drink. Me after my
First time you won't get it, and then the second time, oh, what is that TikTok song? But yeah, no. After like the third time listening to it, you are like, this is a really good song.
I'm fucking fist pumping in the air when it drops.
Yeah,
no,
it is a good song.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
So where are you going to next?
Well, I was going to go to the Monaco Grand Prix this weekend.
Of course you are. Of course. Why not?
Little dip there. But I don't know if I will. I don't know. Maybe.
I'd like to see you with an F1 driver.
I know, but aren't they all really short?
Okay,
Who
but
cares?
the thing is...
Wait, who actually goes?
Yeah.
Who am I to judge?
Do you want the Chanel necklace or not? I don't know. They all seem quite like sweet, don't they?
Yeah.
They all just like, I just drive my little car. And
Yeah. After Miami, I watched the Drive to Survive. I only got up to episode 1, but I did watch it. And Lando Norris is really funny.
Everyone likes Lando. I think he could have a bit. Does he have a girlfriend?
No, because I was with a girl at a Tate McRae concert last night.
Yeah.
And she is a Formula One girl.
Yeah.
And she said that he's very on and off with a girlfriend.
Okay, we'll let it be off and let you in.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
No, exactly.
I could see this. Imagine the high life.
And I think, doesn't he drive for like Ferrari or something? Which I just think is so cool.
I might
get, no, if I've got that wrong, we're not including that because they will come at me. Like actual, like, I don't even know.
Yeah, because they're very specific about what car, like they get very offended because they're like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Just even like Formula One fans in general. If you don't know about Formula One,
I mean, do you want to know something? Once I did a thing for Red Bull. And they made me go to, I'd like to go. They forced me. No, I had to go to this racing thing and there was like loads of like Max Verstappen and whatever were there. And I was having to interview them. And I promise you, I had no fucking clue what I was talking about.
No.
Not a single ounce.
No, I had no
They
idea.
knew.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
None of us.
But I do think it's one of those things that like after like watching it, you do know.
Do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard to get wrong.
I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I know that there's 2 drivers per thing.
There we go. And one wins.
And one wins, and that's that.
They just have to go round and round.
Yeah.
And the crashes are pretty crazy.
I didn't see a crash in Miami, but yeah, I have heard.
Yeah, they're a little bit insane.
Yeah.
What I'll say.
Miami was fun. Miami was a lot of fun.
What did you do in Miami? I want to talk about was it Texas or Miami that we just said that you went to?
Oh yeah, it's Austin.
You were at Austin.
What was I doing in Austin?
All I fucking remember was you were drinking in an empty bar. That's all I've got for you.
Why was I in Austin?
Why were you in Austin?
Right, okay, so I was in Miami and then Pepper Mayo were like, oh, do you want to come to Austin? We've basically got this event with a girl called Tiana, who's quite a big influence in the USA. And I know her from previous Pepper Mayo trips. Things with Pepper Mayo, they've got like a few people that they just always go on trips.
Right, okay.
So I know Tiana from that. And so yeah, I was like, yeah, let's go to TT's birthday. So I just went, and then Sophia, my friend Sophia from Australia, came and joined me.
Love that.
And it was just all a bit random. And me and her were like, what are we doing here?
Did the American...
But she was hilarious because she was getting up at like 7 a.m. every morning. I was getting up at like 11. I was like,
Why
no,
was she
I'm
getting
so
up that
tired.
early?
I don't know. I think she was getting content and she was a bit jet lag. And I was like, every day at 12.
There's different levels of influencers.
I know. I did feel bad. I did
No.
feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
And she was doing like day in the life vlogs, and it was just her on her own.
And you join halfway through the vlog.
Yeah, no, I do. I do. You should watch them. It's so funny.
You're like, Lucinda's up.
Yeah, she's doing this full blown like day, and then in the afternoon, I just decided to rock up.
You tried to do one, and you went into this coffee shop, and it was closed. Yeah. And then the rest of the vlog was like 30 seconds. You were like, anyway, we just went to this bar and went home. I was like, fair.
Oh wait, I think that was on the Pepper Mayo account.
Yeah. I don't know why I've seen all this.
Wait, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I saw it.
Does it come off on your For You
page? A lot of
page?
Pepper Mayo stuff does.
They're
a lot
a bit of
it.
a TikTok slay at the moment, aren't they?
They actually are, and their stuff is good. Sponsor me.
Yeah.
But their stuff is good.
No, they wanted to take you.
No, but I'm not a brand trip kind of girl.
Wait, where the fuck did he want you to take?
They wanted to take me to Coachella, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. And I just said, love you, no.
What's this?
Did you? When I was hardcore,
back in
the day, you'd press it and all of a sudden a bottle of Prosecco would arrive.
Where from?
My producer, Georgia, but the cut would make it seem as if it's just popped in.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. It was a bit fun. I still
miss
really
those
love
days.
Prosecco.
Where you so need to do that again.
I know. I need to get drunk again. I need to start going back on the bandwagon, I reckon.
Don't you?
I fell off.
Yeah.
What's your go-to drink?
At the moment, vodka, lime and soda.
Skinny Legends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is actually it.
Okay.
It's giving Skinny Queen.
See, I love a Prosecco. Like, I will die for Prosecco. However...
Hangovers, I'm not sure about them.
Oh, we power through.
Yeah.
Hair of the dog it. But
yeah,
there's a lot of calories in Prosecco.
Yeah. How many? Is that 200? Is it 200 calories a glass or something? No way.
Yeah.
Because of all the sugar.
That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to have to do a U. But can I be controversial as well?
Yeah.
I love a Bloody Mary.
Oh, same.
Okay, thank God. Extra
no, I
spicy.
love Bloody Mary.
Oh my God.
Yeah, extra spicy. Lots of like Worcester sauce
Have
a lot.
you tried Buzzballs yet?
Oh, it does ring a bell. What is that?
Lucinda. Let me tell you something. It's women owned from Texas. Yeah.
Oh.
You can get them over here. Just go to a dodgy corner shop.
Really rings a bell. Wait, hold
Here we
on.
go.
I saw you do a
Thank you.
TikTok of this the other day.
These. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Your asshole's going to be on fire the next day. So worth it.
What the
Have you ever tried
hell?
that?
No, but I did. After watching your TikTok, I went on my Safari app and I typed up buzzballs.
Now we're talking. 14%. You're going to feel like you've entered another dimension after that. Me and Ella are off our fucking... 3 of them, you're done for the night. 3 of them went to the box. That's what it will do to you. Yeah. They are so fucking good. Please sponsor me. Please.
No way.
After this pod, you're going to find a dodgy corner shop.
The GHD people weren't messing about yesterday either. They gave us little tinnies.
Really?
16% or something. Like literally the size of that. So we were in the GHD studio. They started curling my hair. She was like, oh, do you want a drink? And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, why not?
What do you have? And she was like, oh, espresso martini, this and the other. I think I got like a margarita or something. I had one sip of it and I was like, fuck me.
Head
That
blown
literally tastes like I'm drinking like pure
petrol.
blown, like.
Yeah.
But I just drank it all anyway.
But that's how I like
yeah.
it. It tastes like your insides are being ripped to shreds.
Yeah, I quite like that.
And then it kicks in, you get the funky legs. Love it.
Yeah.
What's on your hot girl summer cards?
Oh, okay. Not Ibiza. I don't think so anymore.
I hear you.
Maybe Mykonos. I love Mykonos. Have you been?
We were actually just about to go.
Oh, okay.
And then we changed our mind.
Why?
I think we should go Maldives.
Oh, okay, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's still early on in the summer, you can still go, I think. When it's
really?
like June, July, I probably wouldn't do that because it would be like raining and stuff.
Oh, you're joking?
Oh,
Thank
if you
God
booked
you've just
it.
said that. No, we were going to today. Maybe Santorini.
I'd be careful.
Right.
Because I think Maldives is good for our winter. So you could probably still go now because
God
it's
you told us
May,
that,
but
though.
it'll be a little bit rainy. But I think if you go in the summer, I might be completely wrong.
We'll Google.
Google.
But if not, yeah, Mykonos seems nice.
Really bloody windy.
Oh.
So slick back galore. But like genuinely, I'm not even showing you. You cannot have a bouncy blow dry in Mykonos. I'll tell you that for free.
Really? You haven't sold it to me then,
Yeah.
I reckon.
But it's a really, really fun time.
Okay.
As in I had a ball.
You had a fucking
I was
ball.
literally crying when I left. I was literally like, no, who was the taxi driver? And I was so sad to say bye to him and he was the best.
I love when you make friends with the taxi drivers.
I just loved it.
Really wholesome.
Texted him, he was 5 minutes, he was outside my hotel room.
Really?
Like, well, not quite literally, but like outside the reception.
Waiting like.
But yeah, he was the best. Mykonos is fun.
Okay.
I would again
Mykonos,
wait till, June.
Okay. Fuck it. We'll have a Google.
Why not?
Anyway, hot girl summer, what's on the cards? Are you going to date a bit more, do you think?
Yeah,
You're gonna
absolutely.
Oh, love. Where do you find these people? Like, what are you a dating app?
Where do I
girl,
find
or
people?
you just go out.
I've got it in my head that my future husband I will find in person.
And I like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really, really don't want to like be like DMing someone for months and then meet them.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you guys meet?
Leella DM'd me. However,
But were you like talking for ages? I feel like sometimes
it was a week, then we moved in.
Oh, fine.
So, we're
But
not.
it's when you've
involved.
been talking for like
Months,
years
yeah.
or months, and then you finally meet each other. It's like, what? I don't
We've
know.
got nothing to talk about then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Especially after months. Fuck
Yeah.
me.
Maybe one DM's fine. Depends who they are. But like,
Is there a blue tick? Don't know.
yeah. Is it Lando Norris?
Yes or no?
But yeah, I kind of want to meet him in person.
What, Lando?
You know what though?
You
Saying
next
that,
week.
went into the first restaurant of the brand trip. Charles Leclerc's just sat there.
You're going to have to tell me who that is.
He is the driver, one of the main drivers for F1.
You've got this. You
McLaren.
are good. The fact that you knew that.
McLaren. I
you're
think he
set.
actually won the Grand Prix, Miami Grand Prix.
Really? And he was in there?
Just sat there with his friends.
Didn't say hello?
Well, he's actually got a girlfriend called Alexandra Malusulu.
Lovely.
Sulu.
I feel like you've butchered that.
She's absolutely beautiful.
I bet.
And I'm very happy for them. So I'm not...
I'm very, very happy for them.
And I love her. So I'm not going to... Not that I... Why am I talking like I've got the capability of going up to Charles Leclerc and seeing what this guy...
I thought I'd just let them be because I know what I'm capable of.
I'm just going to...
Thank you for giving him the day off.
Sometimes I speak and I'm like, what the fuck am I going on about?
No, but I do that as well. I've
Like,
made
why
a career
would-
off
yeah,
it.
do you know what I
I've made a
mean?
career off it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I like it though. So this is how I envision you meeting your next man.
Okay, go.
Right? And
This is fun.
I'm manifesting this for you.
These trousers keep rising up.
Same. I've literally got ankle swingers on and odd socks. So just cut it
I'm
up.
the first on this podcast, everyone, not
Here we go.
wearing trainers, not wearing shoes.
No, you're the second.
Oh, okay.
But
That's sad.
still good
Who's the
though.
first?
Truly precious.
Okay.
I see you like in a first class lounge.
Oh.
yeah? Getting a bit of watermelon from the buffet.
Okay.
Mimose. You sat there, sunglasses on, pepper mayo. Yeah.
Pepper mayo.
Pepper
tracksuit.
mayo.
Okay.
You just sat there, you're on your own, nonchalant looking round, waiting for your boarding. This man comes in, yeah? Cool looking, quite tall.
I kind of see this.
Yeah, quite tall, quite cool. He's not much about him, but he's got an aura.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got an aura. You can sense it. Everyone's dropped the croissants at
Right.
breakfast because he's walked in.
Okay.
Yeah. He comes over and he goes, "Where are you flying to?" He's got a bit of an accent. You can still understand him, but it's still there. Yeah. Where are you going? You tell him. He goes, "What the fuck? No way. So am I."
Wait, we're in the lounge.
You're in the lounge, right?
Oh, right. Okay. I thought we were on the airplane.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no,
oh, shit.
not yet. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Then he just goes,
Really, you've really thought about
I
it.
have.
It's-
Enjoy your watermelon,
Right.
Lucinda. And you say,
Okay.
"Thank you." You're thinking about him a bit. That was weird. That was quite cool. You're now on the plane. Who is sat next to you?
Him.
The man.
No way.
And then that's how it all starts. This is how I see it for you. That's my vision. Yeah.
I love that.
And if that happens, I'd like to ordain you at the wedding.
Wait,
Yeah.
what the hell? I actually love that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's how I see it for you because you travel a lot. It's got to be at a fucking airport. If you don't meet your future husband in an airport, you've wasted your fucking time. You spend so much time there, you might as well.
I love the fact that you think I'm bougie AF.
I do,
that I
yeah.
would meet my husband in a business class lounge. Wait, did you say business? Or
I
am
said
just
first,
making that
but
up?
you could go in business. If you
I
want to go in
love that
business.
for
That's
you.
all right. Yeah, thank you very much.
I don't know where people get this from, that they think that I'm a bougie girl. This is actually
It's just the blow
hilarious.
dry. It's
I
the
think
blow
it
dry.
might be.
Yeah, it is. Because
You
I
should
rock
see
up
me
to the
this
airport.
morning. Like, you wouldn't say I'd be meeting my husband on a first class flight.
Do you have a travel routine? Like, are you turning up to the airport looking glam, or are you just like you've rolled out?
No. Sometimes I put in my heatless curlers, my collagen mask.
Well, on the plane.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, sometimes off the plane.
Right.
Sometimes just before.
Grab that.
I just don't really care sometimes.
In spoons.
Yeah.
In Heathrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
of course.
Why
I love
not?
that. You got to do what you got to do. You never look good before the flight, is what I will say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never look good before a flight. Oh my God. No.
Yeah. And do you know what? when I-
Literally just trackies.
Yeah, and I'm pilled up to the fucking nines to get on the plane, so I've got one eye looking left,
Stop
one eye
it.
looking right. So it's,
Oh yeah, because you don't like flying.
God bless. Yeah, yeah.
I'm a bit messed up where
You love it.
I really love when why do I have to think about what it was called? Turbulence.
That's why you were good cabin crew.
Like, it gives me a little bit of like ooh, are we gonna die?
Brilliant.
This could
Yeah,
be fun.
that's
Not
terrifying.
fun, obviously not. Maybe
No.
don't include that. But like, this is
going
not fun,
down.
actually. But like, as in, like, I quite like a bit of. It feels like I'm on a roller coaster.
Adds to the journey. Are you one of those people that like roller coasters though?
Not necessarily. I just
Okay.
really like being in like a metal
Tin.
tin,
Yes.
35,000 feet up in the air, and you're rocking. It's like this really could go either way right now.
And when we mentioned therapy earlier, I reckon you should get on that.
No, literally.
Yeah, that's insane.
And then have you ever like deeped it, like when you're actually up there and you're
Don't
like,
do this to me now.
oh my God, if you actually think about what the hell was going on right now, this is a bit fucked. And like everyone else is just eating their roast dinner.
We're
and I'm
in
just
the
there
fucking
like,
sky.
no, this is quite bad.
And if anything goes peak to, also you don't know the pilots, and I'll assess the pilots. If it's an old man or someone old, cool.
Do you think?
I feel safe. When I rock up on EasyJet and it's a 16-year-old driving the plane, I think you don't fucking
Driving.
Do you know? Yeah, I just think if something goes wrong here, and I know I'm probably wrong, but if something goes wrong, you don't have the experience here to go,
Yeah.
let me get the clutch. Do you know what I mean? I'd like an old man that's probably
What is this
experienced
all
something.
about?
Yeah.
I dated a pilot before.
Brilliant. How was that for you?
He was really nice, but unfortunately for him, it was just before Love Island, and it was kind of like. And also, I was also dating another guy who was driving the exact same car as him, And it was really weird. So I would take pictures in the car each time I met them, and they would both be like, who is this other car? I made up a lie to one of them saying it was my brother's car that's got the same car as him, and I made up another lie to the other guy. But anyway,
Hard to keep on top of.
yeah, it was really random. They had the exact same car, exact same spec, everything.
Yeah.
But he was a pilot, and he was really nice. I wonder what he's doing now. I don't know.
I always wondered, do pilots cheat?
Oh yeah,
Because they
they do, absolutely.
Okay, brilliant.
Are you joking?
They could do mile high. Have you ever had someone do a mile high club?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No, I've never done it. I had questions asking if I've done it. I was like, no.
Really? Did that ever cross your mind? It feels like a bit of a tight squeeze, to be honest with you.
No, 100% a tight squeeze.
Yeah.
Also, how does that even, especially if I'm working?
You can't be doing it on shift. It's
I don't
got to
know
be on
about that.
vacation. What are your, sorry, next question. Home comforts when you get home. What are the things you miss when you have been travelling for ages and you get home?
Home comforts. What, when I get home?
Yeah, some things you've missed.
Let me think about this. My hot water bottle.
Okay.
Bit boring,
Well,
but
I hear you.
love it.
Home comfort.
What is going on here?
What is that?
What is that? Hot water bottle. My mum. That's it, really. I would say the gym, but I haven't been since coming back.
Oh, I haven't been full stop.
And yeah, that's it. You know what? Sometimes there's nothing in particular. When I'm traveling so much, there's nothing that I particularly miss. I just kind of miss the UK.
Yeah.
I
there's nothing
love
better.
the UK.
You know when you're driving home from the airport and it's just fields? That feeling is up there with an
UK
orgasm.
policeman, maybe not policeman, but like, do you know what I mean? Just like proper English.
Yeah, just English.
Do you know what I
want
mean?
to see
I just
a
love
bald,
it.
fat man
Yeah.
with a tattoo and missing tooth.
Yeah.
I know I'm home.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Genuinely,
Yeah.
I just absolutely love it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the US and I love all these places, but when you come home, especially when I came home last week and it was gorgeous weather, I was like, wow, this
Never want to
is
leave.
amazing.
Get me to a beer garden.
Yeah.
They don't really have beer gardens in America, do they?
No, and it makes me think, like, I just love the UK.
Wow.
And I never thought I'd see the day, but yeah, I do love it.
That was really beautiful.
Yeah.
What's next for you? What have you got coming up?
What is next? Well, I decided not to go on Love Island again. So
Completely
that was
fair. Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so that's that. Fair enough. The choice weren't great this year, so it's all right.
Yeah. And what is next? Just, you know what? I kind of just want to like travel. Not as much, I've decided.
Oh.
I really want to buy a house.
Yes, love that.
Yeah, so I'm currently looking at houses. Mum wants me to literally buy on the same road as her.
They'll do that.
Like, quite literally like a 10-second walk away from her house. And I'm like, slow down a minute. I was literally doing my makeup this morning. She runs upstairs. She's like, Lucinda, I couldn't wait to get home. And I was like, what?
Why?
She passed me a leaflet of a house that's quite literally a stone throw away from my kitchen. And I was like, Mum, I don't know. It wasn't even that much of a nice house. And I was like...
It's just because it's near.
Yeah, I was like, Mum, I don't know about that. But I do really, really want to buy a house.
I think that's a very good decision.
That is like number one
good.
this summer.
Okay.
That will be probably consuming me because I've heard it's quite like...
It's hell.
Hefty process.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, apart from that, maybe find a boyfriend.
Pick one up. Lando, Norris.
I think like this time where I probably should have one. I don't know. I'm 25, so I'm not like major old.
You've got time. You've got time.
Yeah.
Maybe panic when you get to like 38.
Yeah.
That's when you should start panicking.
Yeah.
Now, go for it. Live your life.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
My mum had me at 39, started having kids at 30, so I mean, not that I need to copy her. I don't know why I said that.
Well, you
but,
could
like,
do if you wanted
yeah.
to. Right, we're going to play Saved by the Bell. My first
what-
question to you, Lucinda,
Oh no.
is, I'll start it off nice.
Yeah, please.
If you were to go on Love Island All Stars,
Oh, okay.
who would you want to be in there with for you?
Okay. I would have said Ovi.
Okay,
I don't say Ovi.
just Ovi.
Well, I was going to go into an explanation that I don't know.
I don't think that actually needs an explanation.
No,
I think
okay,
that's
yeah.
pretty
Okay.
fair enough. Yeah. All right, my question.
Okay. I don't know.
Brilliant.
Should I ask you? I don't know what you wouldn't want to answer.
Well, that is the question.
Can you come up with one with me?
Well, it can be relationship questions to do with smells. It can be
Okay.
Go on.
When do you think?
Oh.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Hello.
Yeah.
When do you think? Do you think that you will propose to Ella, or Ella will propose to you?
That is a very good question because we love this conversation. I think it will probably be me proposing to Ella.
Do you think?
I do, yeah.
Oh.
Do you agree?
I agree because I asked her to be my girlfriend, and ultimately,
You said yeah.
she said our wedding day, you're gonna be the main bitch character.
Cool. So I'm gonna have
At the moment, I'll be main bitch unless it's on the proposal.
Oh.
Yeah, but what we will be doing is
Oh.
face apping my back in the proposal pic because I know it's gonna be like this.
Wait, that's really exciting.
I know. So
That's making me feel so single.
and no, I'm just that's a lot. It's a lot of pressure, Lucinda. It's a lot of pressure because you can't fuck it up.
No.
You only get engaged once in your life unless you're my mum.
There's like a certain knee that you have to go down on, isn't there?
Oh fuck. Well, both of mine work, so I'll
think
be all
there
right.
is.
I think it's your right knee you go down on, is it? Fuck no.
Yeah, I
I'll
dunno.
assess that when I'm there, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'll assess it. Okay, your next question is: have you ever cheated?
What would you explain? Like, is messages cheating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then yeah.
Well, like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
but
know,
if she
the
rang
thing
the bell,
is
then
that
that's
I've had certain ex-boyfriends that have gone on this whole thing of me cheating, and it was literally 2 messages that were very like not very flirty at all, and it was like a nice to see you kind of message, which by the way we then did argue with about afterwards, and I apologised.
Yeah.
And that was that. Like,
Fine.
then we went on holiday, then we went travelling together. And
I
then
don't
that was
know
that.
if you saying nice to see you is cheating.
Well, it was like, oh, well, then what are you doing next weekend? And I was like, oh, nothing. It was literally like,
Oh, okay.
okay, no, wait, hold on a sec. If I got these messages up,
Yeah.
I personally don't think they're cheating, but, well, I didn't really hide them, to be honest.
I don't think you would have, even if you did.
I didn't hide them. But, like, also, like, it was something that I was like, okay, well, next time a guy messages me, I'm going to be honest and say, by the way, this guy's messaged me. I messaged him back. And we had
Right.
a short, very short conversation. Nothing's there.
Yeah.
And that was that. Like, I think I probably learnt from my mistakes where I probably should have said that at the beginning, because then he kind of thought it was something.
Shady because you didn't mention it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good answer, that. What's my question?
So,
I'd say in the middle. Maybe. Depends who's asking. That's what I would answer that as. Depends who is asking.
yeah, I want to ask the same question to you.
No.
Oh,
I know. I'm too much of a pussy, Lucinda. That's the...
That's nice.
No, actually, that was a lie. Once in year 8, I kissed someone else when I was with, but I don't know if that counts because I was young.
Don't know.
But that ate me up.
I did some crazy stuff when I was younger, to be fair, with my younger
Did you?
boyfriend. Yeah.
All right. Next question for you. What is the craziest thing that you ever did in a
Ever?
relationship? Yeah, just ever. In a relationship.
What do
What's
you
the
mean?
most psycho thing you've ever done in a relationship?
Oh, I've been like literal psycho with a
Nice.
particular boyfriend. One just before Love Island UK
Yeah.
when I was 21. He literally sent me crazy. Like, I'm sorry. And it was all his fault.
They'll do it to you, yeah.
It was actually all his fault. And he wasn't even good looking anyway. I don't know why I went that crazy over him.
Yeah. So what, are we talking
Literally crazy.
smashing up cars?
He I haven't smashed up cars, but I've definitely thrown eggs and flour and a cake mix at one of my... That wasn't even him. That was a boyfriend before him. Oh my God. Wait, what the fuck? I was actually wild. So I went out with this guy in college, and it was like a 6-month stunt. It literally wasn't anything that serious, to be honest. Loved him though. Like,
Yeah,
it was
of course.
very deep and quick. One of those ones that is literally like, wow, and then nothing.
Yeah.
And he then started dating this girl that I was really insecure about in the area. And me and my friends got in my Fiat 500, went to Sainsbury's, got eggs, flour, the lot, and egged his car.
Incredible.
And floured his car. And then we saw him, we waited around the corner to see his reaction. This is so bad. This is so bad. I was 17, guys, so just let me off. Or 18, I can't remember. And we saw his reaction, and he literally got in his car. He was at a party, because we found his car. It was outside the house party. And he got in his car, drove off. We heard it speed off. It was like one of those cars that you do up, and it was like really loud noise. I hate it.
Yeah.
And this little like Ford, them really fast ones. And then we drove home, because me and all my friends were like, shit, we need to go back to Lucinda's house. We need to go back. And nothing's happened. By the time we got back, he was already on my driveway in his egg and floured car. And he goes, get out the car. I open the car, and the egg
didn't fall out
on the floor. And I was like, this is not happening to me right now. Like, this is actually not happening.
You can't even deny it.
A car full of girls. There's like 5 girls all in this car, like literally like sardines in this car. And we were all like...
what?
And then I remember one of the girls had not a proper argument, but one of the girls said to one of the other girls, she was like, why didn't you put the fucking egg thing
yeah, of course.
in the bin? It was a 12-pack, and it just fell on the floor. And I was like, this is not happening. He was like, I'm going to get you back. But anyway.
Oh, I thought you meant like in a relationship where I thought that's what did it for him. Wow.
He was like really, really angry.
Pissed off. Yeah.
And since we just haven't obviously been friends or anything, I don't think he likes me. But that was kind of iconic. I'm sorry.
I want to have a crazy side.
Yeah.
I don't have really that like a crazy side.
I wouldn't do it now.
You wouldn't?
Well, no. I was literally just like, the thing is that like, if we did that now, I feel like you've got a lot of people saying stuff, but when you're like 17, 18,
yeah,
like
everyone's going to go along with it anyway, because it's something to do.
It was literally something to do. I remember I called my friend Laura. Actually, I don't want to say her name. I called my friend, and she, I was like, just stand outside. I'm coming to pick you up. She was like, what are we doing? I was like, I'm collecting all the girls, and we're going to egg what's its car.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
And it was so much fun.
I want to egg someone's car.
And I see stuff on TikTok, and it's like, what sent you crazy? There was like some trends like saying about what sends people crazy. It's like, yeah. I wish I could do that, but I just don't know what the response
yes, it's touch and go.
Like, so some stuff is just a bit like rogue for me to just randomly come out with a TikTok saying it. So I'm just like, I just keep it to myself.
I don't know. I really enjoyed that though. I really thoroughly enjoyed that story.
That probably isn't the most psycho.
Well, what you can say on the internet, that's probably a good one. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed. I'm going to get my psycho on, maybe.
Yeah, you should.
I just went, no.
Well, luckily, I've realised, actually, that the right person doesn't make you like that.
There we go. So I'm never psycho.
So it's good.
Yeah.
Like, I've obviously been with wrong people that have made me go absolutely batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I've had some crazy stories with ex-boyfriends where, like, especially around that time, I've calmed down since Love Island, I think. But, like, before Love Island, I don't know if it was because I didn't have, like, I had like 50 followers, and like I literally did not care.
Nothing
I literally did not care. I worked in a pub. Like I was, it wasn't Molly, the manager at the pub, wasn't going to bloody sack me.
No, of course.
I was just like gallivanting around bloody Brighton, just a crazy girl.
I fucking
really
love that.
Unhinged.
I wish I could see CCTV from that time as well.
Yeah.
That would be really fun to watch.
That was so bad. He like cornered us into the driveway and was like, open the car door, and I was like, oh my god. And you know, he put his window up and it went and it was like egg. It was literally like it was like quite literally
Shells.
something out of like a movie. It was like hilarious, but obviously not hilarious. I do feel bad for him.
Don't feel bad for him. That's incredible.
He didn't really do anything wrong, which is the worst part about it. Like
he like cheated or something.
He just moved on. Like like he didn't even do anything. He didn't cheat on me. He just...
That is so good though.
He just moved on with another girl.
Yeah, but you know that started an argument with the new girl, so at least it was all
yeah,
you know,
and they didn't last.
No, of course it didn't.
Yeah,
Wow.
funny.
That's been beautiful. Thank you for playing that with me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
My final question that I end the pod on is, what advice would you give me to save Grace? So basically any advice that you would give me in general.
What advice would I give you?
And it could be to do with anything.
Really? I would probably say...
Right.
Well, all I'm thinking right now is hair growth, because basically I'm like, this is really rogue.
Hang on
sorry.
a fucking minute.
No.
You see my mullet and thought about hair growth.
This is really, really rogue.
All right.
I'm probably going to say, sleep with hair masks and don't... No, your hair is great. But I'm going fucking bald. So
I am bald.
Any person that I want to give advice to, I'm like, sleep with hair masks. This is really rogue and probably quite boring, but really useful.
Go on.
Sleep with hair masks and don't slick your hair back as much as I used to do, because now I feel like I'm going slightly bald.
Right.
Now, anyone that I want to give advice to...
Right, okay. You know what is good for that? Have you tried hair syrup?
No.
You need to try it. It's really good. Buy the Rosemary.
Right.
It's called Rosemary. It's on TikTok. It's called hair syrup.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I had loads of bald spots and they've just grown back.
No way.
Yeah, so good.
So maybe not advice for you, because you're
just giving you that
great,
advice.
But
No, but I've got, look at how much hair I've got. It's none. I've had to take my extensions out.
You've got loads of hair compared to me. You should see my fucking hair.
Really?
Oh
really?
My God.
Maybe that's just our advice then.
It is really bad.
Yeah, but yours is... Look at that. Take it in.
It's very similar to mine.
You're joking.
I'm
really?
not joking. And I used to have really long hair, so now any time
Yeah,
that
so
I see
did
people
I.
treating their hair like shit, I'm like, you need to fucking...
Get a fucking hair mask in that. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, well, that was beautiful advice. Thank you so much for coming on. You've been an absolute pleasure. I've thoroughly enjoyed having you on.
Have you?
Yeah, genuinely. You're a really good guest. I really enjoyed
Really?
this. Yeah.
Really?
Thank you for coming up. Really? We'll end it on that.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Give it a like and a... Oh, fuck knows. Like, subscribe, follow, 5-star review. Do it all. Love you.